Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Hall o'clock. No, this really isn't working, is it? It's Brick Hall o'clock. Yeah, so no comments required on the singing. I think it goes without saying that that won't be repeated. Anyway, I've got two packages today for Brick Hall because neither of them I think are that huge. The first one is the remainder of a Bricks and Pieces order from Lego themselves, and another one is a gift from a friend of mine who has sent me some pieces from his own collection. So that's really good. So we'll do that one second. But the first one is already opened, and that is because this Bricks and Pieces order was the one that contained all of the tan 4-long bar pieces that were part of my wheat field behind my farm. So I opened that package then just to grab the separate bag that had all of those pieces in, and left this using massive amounts of willpower to do on a future haul. So let's get this open. I think I'm going to have to keep the two orders relatively separate just because these are all new pieces and the other ones are all used because my friend Kaj sent them and they're all from a bulk order that he got. So let's have a look at these. So the ones that are immediately leaping out in great abundance are all these dark azure tiles. We've got both these really new for me 2x6 tile, which is actually a new piece 69729, which is quite good value. I don't know, about 30p each, and it comes in about 8 colours at the moment. I'm not sure if I'd want to use that for my pavements or not. I mean, big tiles are good in some respects, but a bit less versatile as well. And I was going to use those in conjunction with these ones with the bicycle on to make a bicycle lane. Well, it's pretty much anything you could use it for, really. Now, these all came from the Shopping Street set 60306, which was a city set from this year, 2021. And I think this would work best with the new road plates, really, because at least with those you could kind of inset it at road level, kind of have the big plate, then have a row of these all along the edge, and then have it step up for your pavement like I did on that guide video I produced. And maybe I'll do that as an update to that, so let me know if that's of interest. And I think it looked really good there. But given that I'm using old-fashioned base plates still, I'm probably going to have this incorporated within my pavement, so kind of outside the road on the side there. And that's fairly realistic, at least for the UK, because a lot of our cycle lanes are actually within the pavement rather than as part of the road. And that's just because, well, all our roads are quite old and there's probably not room for them. So I've got enough of these, I think, to kind of do 6 long tile bike, 6 long tile bike, 6 long tile bike for quite a distance. And I was going to use these all the way along the section in front of my modular police station for the super secret police. And fast food corner and what else is in the middle there, Birch Books and all the rest of that. Now, I have brought some of those buildings kind of into the pavement a bit, so maybe there won't be enough room to do this good justice. I don't know. So I'm going to have a play around, and if it doesn't fit there, I figure I'll do it somewhere else in front of a row of modulars, because you've kind of got that double width pavement when you're using the old-fashioned road plates. You've got the road sort of 6 studs, and then you've got the bit that's got the pavement on right in front of the modular itself. So I figure that where we've got that double width, we should have enough space to put this in. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of that. And I even got a pair of jumper plates in the same colour because I didn't have any. So I could kind of wedge a bicycle stand in between them. It'd probably be that way actually. So I can have a bike user using it and being held in place. So talking of which, here is from the very same set, the Magenta bike frame. And this is actually unique to that set, so it's a new colour of bike. So I didn't waste any money buying the wheels because I'll just take a pair of wheels off one of my many red bikes and use this one instead. But that's a really nice new colour for that. So that could be with wheels on using the cycle lane. So that's really good. Other things I can see straight away are these two bar pieces or fence pieces. And those are the two that I needed to complete my GBC ginormous Ball Corporation container, because if you remember, I made one of these, then dismantled it to make my rail carriage, and then I wanted to build a container as well. So the final pieces I needed were these two bar pieces just to complete that. I keep calling them bar pieces because that's what they're actually under in the catalogue. And I can fill that with my ginormous balls, and then put the lid back on, hopefully. And there we go. That can go straight into my harbour area. Excellent. So really glad to have those pieces. Very vital. Good, good. So what else have we got? Some dogs. I've been anticipating these. So these are in the Bricklink catalogue, at least. There's Labrador / Golden Retriever. And I think it could be both breeds, but I think it's definitely a Labrador because we've got a brown one that looks the same, and you don't get brown Golden Retrievers. So there we go. They are absolutely lovely and will add to my wonderful and growing dog collection. Yeah, I really like those. And then in here for one of them, I've got the harness to make one of these dogs a guide dog. Oh, and isn't that sweet? I've got a real soft spot for dogs, but I've got an even softer spot for working dogs. I just think they're really clever. Whatever job a dog is doing, whether it be sort of sniffing out some illicit materials or helping somebody who's got some sort of impairment or disability, I think they're just so selfless and lovely. It's a really great thing to see. So this was part of the town centre set, 60292, the harness. Along with, actually, I think it was the reddish-brown dog, and the tan-coloured dog was part of the 60291, the family house. But I think it almost looks better having the harness on the tan one. That's just lovely. So I've got a pair of those, and you know me, whenever I get a dog, I always get two of them now. Because one never seems to be enough in a big city like mine. You put it somewhere and then you kind of lose it. So having two means I've got twice the fun. So we've got two of those. Now, I also noticed another type of dog, which actually from a friend's set, but I thought it wasn't too objectionable in that they usually make them super, super cutesy. And this is quite cute, I must say. This little puppy dog. Oh, look at his little tail. But to be honest, puppies can be this cute, and he hasn't got the really sort of big doe eyes with huge eyelashes. So I figured I'd risk it, and I think I'm quite happy with it, actually. So that'd be a toy dog. Not literally a toy, the sort of size of dog that's called a toy dog. And that comes from a couple of friend sets, including 41691, Doggy Daycare. So yeah, I really like that, and I got two of that as well. Yep, there we go. So we can put those around, maybe sort of hanging out of a lady's handbag or something like that. So yeah, I really like them as well, actually. So that's good. Now, in that Doggy Daycare set, there was actually a poodle as well, and I nearly got that as well. But it did have the big eyelashes, but I kind of figured for a sort of poodle, maybe big eyelashes didn't really matter as much, didn't look so bad. But I couldn't make up my mind, so in the end I didn't. And while we're on that set of the family house, I got this hair hat combo that we've had before in different colour combinations, but this is the red sort of beanie hat with brown hair, and I think I've got two of those as well. Yep, there's the second one of those. Then torsos. So here's a couple of torsos. So this one, twice again, is with a Monkey Kid t-shirt on, but a really nice tan jacket. So I thought that could be, quite good to see, good detail. Doesn't have to be the Monkey Kid himself, of course. It could be anyone who's just got that t-shirt. And that came from the Spring Lantern Festival set, 80107. And I think that's a pretty good one, if you ask me. Yeah, really like that. So glad I got that. And something else from that set was here. This little rabbit. So it's sort of another collection. We're in danger of starting here with rabbits. I don't know what this symbol is. I suppose that's just a spring festival type sort of symbol, is it? I don't know. But the thing that attracted me to this rabbit, compared with the sort of normal one, is its red eyes. Oh, looks a bit scary, doesn't it? It reminded me of the red-eyed demon bunny from the Holy Grail movie. So maybe to dispatch this very vicious beast, we'll need a Holy Grenade of Antioch or something like that. So if that means absolutely nothing to you, ask your parents. Anyway, so there's a vicious beast. And I've got a few more hair pieces. I've got these ones with the sort of receding hair, because I realised I didn't have many of these, and I think it's a really good hair piece actually. So I've got a few more. It's been in loads of sets. I just don't have many of them. And there's this bob piece in kind of dark orange that was part of a Jurassic World set. So the Indominus Rex and Ankylosaurus 75941. Practiced that as well. Totally ruined it. And then we got some legs as well from the Newbury Abandoned Prison set 70435. So I just really like the sort of checkered belt on this one. That's from the Rami character. And I've got 3 of those. So they're really good. I really like those. Did I get 4? Golly, I don't remember buying 4 of those, but I must have done. And then I got another pair of legs, I believe, from that set. Yeah, there we are. And these were from the security guard, who's called Nate Lockham. And it's just got the keys on and kind of an ID badge, which I really liked. I thought I might give to a member of the SSP or something like that. Got a nice dome piece in black, which I thought I might use for a 3D sign. All these red profile bricks are actually for my train shed, sort of Mark II. I was going to enclose it at one point. That was going to be my change. And that's when I got all of these. And now I'm the proud owner of about £3 worth of profile bricks that I don't have use for, because I've got a much better plan now. But it might be that I can amend that better plan to incorporate these. I don't know, so we'll see. Another torso that's new, according to the catalogue, and I thought I've definitely seen that before, but it's just slightly different. Dependent's like a different colour, and it's slightly different sort of emphasis on the colours, so it's sort of old and new at the same time. And it seems in City this year, for some reason, we've got a lot of reprints of old parts, but they're all just slightly tweaked. And that includes things like computer screens and so on, but also a lot of torsos that are very similar, but almost just sort of sharpened up. So maybe they've just got a new machine or something like that. Lots of these for an awning over a shop. These are for the secret build, actually, that I keep saying I should stop mentioning as a secret build, but that will confuse things even more. So there should be about 8 of those. I must have been running low on these tiles. Can't think what they're for. 1x6 in dark grey. And I think that is all the interesting pieces. Apart from I've got some curved tiles in black and more of those sort of action pieces, because these are great for setting up scenes. Whether it be an attacking seagull or a hooker duck sign or whatever it might be, these are just so useful with a pin on one side and then the angle for a stud on the other. So yeah, so I think that's that order, and that's why I didn't want to do just this as a brick haul, because it isn't a huge amount all on its own. But the bike lane I'm really looking forward to using. That is great to get finished. The dogs are awesome, very awesome indeed. And the rest is just going to add some details to existing projects. So I'm just going to slide all of this to one side so we can look at the used stuff that my friend Kaj has sent that came in this package. Now, Kaj said in a little note that he sent along with these that I hope these parts find you happy, healthy and in fine building spirit. I'm confident that you'll find the best use of these pieces in Brick Nottingham. Consider these parts as our gift to you for all of the hard work and dedication to our fabulous LEGO community. Keep up the good work. So Kaj got a bulk lot, basically. He got lots and lots of old sets, and they had lots and lots of old printed parts in them, and he knew that I love printed parts, so he has put together 1, 2, 3, 4 little bags of wonderful treats, which I'm sure I'm going to like already just looking at them. So let's start going through all of these in no particular order. So he said they're all stickered. Yep, so these have got stickers on the bottom. There we go. with sort of electric warning signs on the bottom of these 10 high supports. So these I know are from the construction site from 2009, 7633, where they're holding up the kind of scaffolding that's next to the grey building that's being built by the crane. So whether I'll use those pieces, those stickers rather, on these pieces or not, I don't know, because they might be quite useful, but I definitely like those. And I think this fence piece was part of that set as well. And again, I could remove these stickers using my patented hot tea technique, or I could keep them on there, and it depends probably whether I want to just have a blank fence without these warning signs on or not. But anyway, and there's a similar one, but police, obviously, and that one is from the prisoner transport, 7286. Yeah, so I'll probably take those ones off. That's less attractive in my mind, especially this yellow one. It looks a bit odd. Now that's a very interesting piece that I like very much. It may get moved from there. In fact, that piece is actually a little bit damaged, but not to worry, because it's the sticker that's the important bit. Oh, and there's an air bubble under it, if you can see the light reflecting there, but I can probably fix that, again, using my... Yeah, I won't do it again. But the, VIP service with kind of a crown on. That'd almost go on the back of my limousine or something like that. And this is actually from a Tiny Turbo set, Crosstown Craze, 8495. Yes, I like that. Yeah, it was on the back of a kind of huge Humvee, sort of stretch Humvee type vehicle, which you'd probably see on a hen do in Vegas or something like that. What do they call it? Bachelorette party. And here's the sort of directive arrow for, a construction site or roadworks or something like that. And I suppose you could have it either direction, really. That's from a junior set, Roadwork Truck, 10683. So, yeah, that's good. Another one. Another one. Let's push all these back because we're going to need some space, I think. More pieces. And bags within bags. Now these have got even more electric symbols on, so we've got lots of those to choose from. And these are from the huge crawler crane from 2009, 7632. So you can tell that the original owner here liked construction and was buying sets around 2009. Yeah, that is a great, huge crane there. But I don't know if I'd leave those on there. That need to be quite a big build on my part to keep those stickers on those pieces, but I definitely like the sticker. We've got a little bag of windows with blinds on. Now these are actually 5 tall windows, some with a double height blinds on, which I always think should come from the top, not from the bottom. And they're often in sets sort of that way round, when surely they must be that way round for them to be Venetian blinds. But anyway, so these will only fit in, obviously, 5 tall frames as well. And I've used some of those on my train shed. And I've got a few more frames, I think, so I should be able to use those on a build. And, it might just be that I need a little bit, or I've got a little less space to work with. So using these will be very useful. So that's great. A couple of these low fence things. Yeah. And there's loads of little ones here. This is going to be very exciting. It's almost like a video this, when you're getting all these tiles. And here is, unfortunately, quite a damaged one on the corners, but nonetheless a very interesting sticker that could be an album cover in my future vinyl record shop. And this is from the Extreme Wheelie set, 8164. And I think it should be on a black tile, actually, rather than a white one, but it doesn't really matter. I'll probably move it don't even really need to move it, do I, really? But anyway, that's a nice, interesting, different sort of picture, isn't it? Bit of a crazy one. I do still think all those tiny turbos and all that sort of old little vehicles that are kind of not to minifigure scale have got some really interesting stickers on them. Talking of interesting stickers, there's another one with some frogs on, and that's from a game, 3854, Frog Rush, where obviously you had to kind of Ludo-esque sort of leapfrog over frogs, so that's quite interesting. Got a nice sort of electric panel there with some heartbeats on, a game, a really sort of retro... Oh, I've never had this in yellow. Sort of retro space piece. Now these are from the Lego Movie, and they're Detecting Relic. They're the thing that Wildstyle was holding in the Lego Movie 1. And I think these are from the Dimension Starter Pack 71200. Because I don't think she was part of any of these series minifigures. Just because she was in every set, probably. A couple of underground maps that might be good if I've got a mine setup coming. So that'll be really good. Tread plate, always like those. My favourite 1x4 tile in the world, the stripy yellow one. A bus 1x2, which I use a few of on each of my bus stops, so they're always well received. So that's from the 7641 City Corner set. A game controller, which is from the Video Game Guy Series 12. A list, that'll be useful somewhere. An old fire symbol. That is from the Ice Planet set, isn't it? 6973 Deep Freeze Defender is one of those. They're crazy sets. But yeah, I could use that for my Arctic scene maybe when I do that. A record. And that comes from the Series 8 DJ. So that's that. Oh, a lovely radioactive symbol. I've got a few of those already that I was going to make sort of radioactive drums for my cargo area. And they're from the Squidman's Pit Stop, which is that Space Police set 5980. Track Marshal. Oh, this is a bit old. That definitely needs a bit of a clean up, doesn't it? Oh, in fact, that is incredibly sun damaged. It's sort of falling apart at the edges. That might not survive. Or it might be a very, very tatty piece of vinyl in my record shop, I suppose. And that says Track Marshal, and that's because it's from the set called Track Marshal, which is another Tiny Turbos 8121. So yeah, some of these are very old, but not to worry. Oh, and there's a letter that's very badly placed and very dirty as well. Golly, that's dirty. I was warned that they would come dirty, so don't blame the sender. And then I've got two of these, and they're from that same junior set that we looked at earlier, the construction truck one, roadwork truck it was called, wasn't it? So yeah, so far so brilliant, but we've still got two more bags worth of stuff. Oh, now this is great. I've been looking for a pair of these absolutely everywhere. I hope they aren't sun damaged and will move well. They're just stripy ones on a curved set of slopes, but they're from the demolition site that I've already got, 60076, and my two were very badly damaged. So I'm hoping that I can straighten these two up. And that one looks in good condition, he says. Yeah, that's just dirt. And that one's a little bit worse. It looks like it's got something underneath it, like blue tack or, I don't know, some sort of big lump of muck. But I can probably fix that using my patented hot tea technique. Again, check out the video for that if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's on my tutorials playlist. But then I'll have that set back to being perfect. And I wanted a pair of these because they obviously go in separate directions like that. In fact, I think it should be like that due to the lesson I've had on how those lines work. So yeah, that's a really good find from this group. That is the menu from inside the Marina building, the Paradise Cafe, that's part of the 4644 set. So I've already got one of those in my Marina Paradise Cafe, but I can use that somewhere, no doubt. That's an interesting one. So this is like a forklift piece, one of the two sort of arms out the front of a forklift truck, but it's been co-opted to make part of a boat in the Wave Rebel set, 6663, from town, way back in the 90s, 93 I think. And it is a bit faded, showing its age. We'll see how it brightens up. And I don't know if I'll be able to use that sticker in that location or not. But yeah, that's a really weird piece to use, but very interesting. Tread plate, yay. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's a Star Wars one, clearly. And a pair of number plates. I always like getting pairs of number plates because you need two, front and back, to be able to move them onto a new car. The only problem with those, actually, thinking about it, is 60150 is the pizza van from 2017. And I've already got that in my city, and I don't want two vehicles with the same registration in my city, because that wouldn't make sense. And yes, I will know, so it does matter. I notice all these things. So yeah, I probably won't be able to use those, but not to worry. And then final bag. Hey, this is great, Gadge. Thanks very much for all of this. It's going to really help me make the city even more special. So very gratefully received. Now there's two more of those. So these are from the same crawler crane that those two came from, but these are massive tread plates. I've never had a tread plate that big. Wow. I'll have to think of where to use those. Isn't it sad? I'm really quite excited about using a very, very large tread plate. Oh, I've clearly got problems. There we go. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using those. We've got lots of these red slopes. So there's all sorts of different shaped slopes and different types of sticker. They're all from the Grand Titan, which is 7701, which is an Exoforce mech from 2006. But yeah, they look really good. I really like their sort of radioactive symbols again. We've got a pair. No, we've got 3 of that one, 2 of that one, and 1 of that one, it seems. Now these are a blast from the past. These must be from the 80s at least. Oh, and there's a door in there as well. Put that down there. How many of these we got? 3. These are the panels that went on all sorts of different sets, but I always think of them as being these sort of side windows of an ambulance, like set 6680. But I reckon I could use those in a build, actually. Obviously a red brick building, where there needs to be a smaller window with some blinds going on. But yeah, they're really nice. I think in a more modern build, these old pieces will really work well. So they're great to have. Brilliant. I might put those on my Bricklink wanted list and see if I can get some more, because I've only got really 1 floor's worth if I want 3. If I was going to use them for, say, a facade, I'd probably want, I don't know, about 12 or something, but that's a really good start. There's a door, and it's got a supermarket opening sign on, and that's clearly from a friend set, given it's a reflective and sort of brightly coloured sticker, so that'll be from the Heart Lake supermarket, 41118. So that's good. I'm sure I can use that when I make my mini market. Got a 1x2 brick with a cat face on. You could almost just put that in a normal white wall and have it like a little bit of graffiti or something like that. I don't know. But that's really nice, actually. I like that. So that's from the Building Fun set, 5549, amongst others. And talking about fun faces, check out those two. They're both from the McDonald's polybags that were released in 1999. So here we have got the green one, who is called Greedy 2729, and the red one called Helly 2719. So I think they're really good fun. Now, it's been long my intention to use some of these silly faces in kind of a kids' playground, and I've already got a playground near the town hall, but you know, kind of like a soft play area sort of thing. And I think they'd bounce around on these silly faces, and it'd be really good fun to have sort of kids launching themselves off things like this. They're only one-sided, so I could put them back to back or something, I don't know, or even stack them or something to make kind of a fun what's it called when you put all the heads on top of each other? I was going to say teepee, but that's the tent, isn't it? Anyway, it'll come to me. You'll all be writing it in the comments now. Then I've got kind of a grate sticker with some, what I think looks like eyes peering out from within it. We've got a dish piece that is the top of a mushroom or toadstool. So that'll be really good for sort of a wooded area. Very nice indeed. Oh, now that's a blast from the past as well. So a nice stripy dish piece as a sort of umbrella. I think of that as being an ice cream vendor, or in an old 80s set like the Holiday Home 6388. Yeah, so, well, that'll be very easy to use, I think. And it's just so much better than a solid colour, I think. Something like that. It just screams ice cream to me. So that's really nice. And then last but not least, a panel piece with a pair of Star Wars stickers on. So clearly this is from the Hoth scene in Empire Strikes Back. We've got some AT-ATs and we've got the shield generator there. And they are actually two separate stickers. You can probably see that. I don't think they were supposed to be on this piece. I think they were supposed to be on slope or inverted slope pieces as kind of screens on the inside of the host base, but somebody's clearly put them both on here. So maybe I can move them and make them part of some sort of arcade game or something like that. I don't know. But since they're already on the wrong piece, I've got no problem with moving those using the same technique I mentioned a few times earlier. So yeah, quite a nice piece that. Wow, so two very contrasting hauls. We've got the original one with loads of lovely dogs and cycle lanes and bits to finish off projects and continue ones that are currently under development. And then we've got a load of old used pieces which are really going to augment things like my cargo area, give me a very exciting job of placing some huge tread plates. We've got some fence pieces that might go in the farm, bits for buildings, signs, all sorts of good stuff, menus. Oh, I've looked for these for ages, so that's really good. Yeah, so loads of really good fun stuff. The VIP one's nice. Yeah, so thanks very much, Kaj. Now, do let me know if you have any wonderful ideas, like using a red-eyed bunny as a vicious animal living in a cave, protecting some holy grail or something like that, because those ideas really do make the channel and my city a lot richer. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And no more singing, I promise you. And if you value this channel, there are many ways in which you can support it. Do check out the links in the description below. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, we'll be in the fairground again for another Fairground Friday, I believe, this Friday. And then on Monday, I think I'll be doing the second phase of my train shed. Now I've got all the remaining pieces that I needed. So, see you then!